Hello, curling fans, and welcome to Duncan, British Columbia, home of the Curl BC U21 Men's Championship Final. John Cullen with you alongside former BC U21 champion Will Sutton for this game between Team Fenton and Team Reed. Will, as the Curl BC competitions director, I know you know these two teams very well. Tell me about what you're expecting out of them today.
Yeah, we know these two teams very well, and they know each other very well. Lots of current teammates and former teammates on these teams, and everybody on the ice here has attended camps like the Rock Slide Summer Curling Camp, and been coached by a number of people like their current coaches who are well trained, and so yeah, I expect a really well played game from both these teams. With Team Fenton being a member of the Curl BC High Performance Program, and a number of team players also taking part in programs over the years. Expect lots of good deliveries and lots of nice shots made on these ice conditions.
3 on its own. It's over curling a
Yeah, certainly we saw yesterday the ice here in Duncan, very, very solid, playing close to arena conditions. The ice made by Mike Merklinger. And these two teams, as we also talked about yesterday, will both be heading to the U21 Nationals in Quebec in April. BC has an extra spot in those Nationals this year. And Will, do you think that that changes the complexion of this game at all?
Well, I think, again, yeah, I listened to you and Melissa yesterday, and great job, by the way, on both games yesterday, and speak about the extra pressure in that semifinal game. And so Team Reed experienced a lot of that yesterday and got through it, and by defeating Team Blazer there in the semifinal game. So I think it takes a little bit of the pressure off, but at the end of the day, both these teams understand what it takes to win a BC championship and understand what it means as well. So I'm sure their coaches, all former BC champions, and the substitute coaches, all former BC champions, have really talked about what it means to win a BC championship. And you see the trophy there as Team Fenton comes out of the hack here, and the importance of that. So I'm sure they're all a little nervous and a little excited about what they're playing for today, even though they both get to go on to the U21 National Championships later this year.
Yeah, well said. I think anytime you get the chance to win a BC championship, it's a special moment, no question about it. And obviously, Team Fenton was in this exact position last year. They were facing off against Team Dean in the final, who ended up going on to win that game. But Team Fenton knew that they were going to the U21 Nationals, so I'm sure they would love to get their name on that trophy and get a banner to hang up in their club. As we get a look at Team Reed out of the Golden Ears Winter Club, Thomas Reed is the skip, Neil Amata is at third, Preston Ballard at second, and Miles Reed at lead, and they are coached by two former BC senior champions and a former BC Brier participant, or a BC Brier winner, rather, Karen and Craig Lapine.
Like this? I'd rather hit it, but... Okay, you can do this. I like the nose. Yeah. Do you like this? Or do you want to sure? Yeah, I'm good with 10.
Both Craig and Karen are, I'm sure, entering in competitions later this year. I know Craig plays in both the seniors and the masters, and I know Karen still plays in the masters. So I'm sure they're excited about this, and also excited about their becoming competitors in a few weeks' time.
For sure, yeah, both great competitors, and we can see the lineup there for Team Fenton out of the Royal City and Comox Valley Curling Club. Skip is Adam Fenton, third is Alex Duncan Wu, second is Chris Parkinson, and lead is Matthew Fenton, and they are coached by Fuji Mickey, whose name will be no surprise to BC curling fans, been a long time coach in this province, and his son Brian is a former Canadian and world champion, as well as being the coach of Team Gauthier, who we just saw a couple weeks ago winning the BC men's title. So as you alluded to earlier, Will, a lot of experience on both sides of the sheet, both on the ice and in the coaching chair. And that's something that's hugely important in the U21 game, and BC's very lucky to have a lot of high-end coaches.
Absolutely, John, and I think the collaboration between all those coaches is really what one of the outcomes is you see on the ice here today is so many competitors and coaches who have contributed to the hours of time that it takes to work with these athletes, but particularly the four we're watching today, the Lapines and Fuji Mickey and Brad there as the main coach for Team Fenton. It's a lot of hours and a lot of time spent with these teams, and really great to see them both here playing in a big BC final here after different routes to get here. Obviously, one team plays a little more on the men's and women's circuit, along with, but both teams were active on the BC Junior Curling Tour this year, and then Team Reed also active in men's leagues and that sort of thing in the Maple Ridge area. So different avenues to get here, but the coaching is consistent. It's all really good, John.
Hard, Preston.
Yeah, no question about it. We saw this Team Reed yesterday in that very dramatic semifinal game against Team Blazer, back and forth all game long, and it ended up being Thomas Reed's drawing ability that was the difference. Made a few key draws and really put the pressure on Team Blazer, and they ended up coming out on top. And this Team Fenton team I've been familiar with for the last few years. Obviously saw them last year in the U21 final, but they were also in the BC men's provincials as well and looked very good there. They're a very polished young team. They've actually changed the lineup a little bit from last year's final. They have a new front end. Chris Parkinson skipped a team at the U21s last year and is now playing second on this squad. And then Adam brought his brother Matthew on to play lead. So I think just with this, they were already great, already a great team. And then bringing on two great players like Chris and Matthew, I think has really improved this team. And they're really just firing on all cylinders. Certainly a team that I think will be competitive at the national U21s as well.
Absolutely. Team Fenton playing out of the Royal City Curling Club. We see a lot of a lot of Chris Parkinson coming over to that club and taking the ferry. So really hats off to him, recognizing at his age that maybe this is an opportunity, adapting from a back end position, playing second, and doing a little more traveling. So we see a lot of that, and we also saw that on the other side of this. We see on the Reed team, a member of their team has moved to prepare for the Canada Winter Games to the island. So a lot of these junior athletes, so once they finish high school, the U18 age, and are heading to that college university level, are willing to move for the purposes of their competition and their goals, and that's really great to see. And hats off to them for doing that.
15-5.
So the two teams heading for a blank here. We saw this yesterday, that Team Reed does like to play a little bit more on the defensive side of things, and they had the opportunity to peel a guard earlier and chose to do so. So looking like we're heading for a blank here, but that's also not too surprising in the first end of a big final. You like to get the temperature of the sheet and see how things are going. Maybe they've changed a little bit since you played yesterday if you're Team Reed, or a couple days ago if you're Team Fenton. Team Fenton qualifying out of the A side, so they've been resting over the last 36 hours or so. These two teams did meet each other once already in this competition, actually in the first game back in draw 1, and it was Team Fenton beating Team Reed 9-1. So Team Reed will be looking for a bit better of a performance today, I'm sure.
Big shooter. Just bored. Like, probably 11.
Nice draw weight there, and you were speaking about a moment ago. Thomas really did make a great draw there in the last end of that semifinal game. Up one without the hammer. It was looking like he was going to have to make a draw, and managed to make a nice draw to the back of the button, and followed up with a good last rock. So nice to see draw weight continuing there for Thomas here in the start of his BC final, and I'm sure he's like you say, probably happy to play these first two ends open, and or maybe the first end anyhow, and everyone can get settled in here for what'll be a 10-end game.
Right over, Alex. good.
Yep,
Good.
Nice throw.
11-7, okay. 11-7 and it ran that straight. It's not quite the same as yesterday. Yep. You got this.
So last rock here for Thomas Reed. Would love to keep this blue stone in the house to force Adam Fenton to have to throw for the blank rather than being able to just throw it through the house.
Control. Okay. Yeah, Miles. Miles. We have it. Hard Miles. Hard Miles. Nice shot.
And unfortunately that will roll out, so
Like
Team Fenton
last game, hey?
will be able to throw this through the rings.
It's okay. Tokyo Drift is a cool movie.
You got it.
You know, it reminds me of all the team rules you have on there, and it sounds like somebody's the Joker on that team, John.
Neil Amata, I think, is the.
Okay, there it is.
And I agree, Tokyo Drift is a good movie. Lil Bow Wow. So Adam Fenton will throw this through the rings, and we will throw a couple
9-2.
zeros up
9-2.
on the board.
I was close.
We'll be back with you in 40 seconds or so. We're going to take a short break.
Good.
You're
good
watching
end.
Curl BC TV.
Four, five.
Top four.
Welcome back, curling
Five,
fans,
four.
and number 2 here of this
Five.
U21 men's final. And Will, you were alluding to this last end. You thought maybe in this second end the teams might get a little more aggressive here, although it looks like Team Reed is putting their first one in the house.
Good to know. I was gonna call you Skip.
Yes, and I think it shows here with that rock, not exactly in a threatening place for a steal. Team Fenton opting to make good use of the 5 rock free guard zone here and put up a corner guard.
We'll be all there.
So I thought Team Reed might throw a tight center guard there, but when the rock was off the center line, they can definitely ignore it now, John, and Team Fenton can
Tight, for sure.
try to create some offense here.
16-3. That should be good. Nice spot.
So good,
Nice throw,
good
Matt.
shot there from Matthew Fenton. They did throw the corner guard last end. They just could never quite get behind it to make use of it.
Okay.
Same weight.
So we see Miles Reed here getting ready to
Just gotta brush it all.
throw the guard up.
It looks like he's been asked to just get it in line with the rock that was thrown, John.
Same
I would
weight.
imagine so, yeah.
Mine's the same.
Same weight.
Top 8, top 12.
Top 8, top 12.
And so it's
Okay,
important
good
here
shot.
after
Line
a bit of a half shot there,
Gotta
not
go.
getting your first on the
Top,
center
top
line.
12, top 8.
Putting this one
Losing line, yep.
in a place
Okay.
where it can be useful later on in the end.
Oh, it's grabbing that
Gotta go,
curl.
gotta go. Get it in. Hard.
So yeah, actually looking to come in the house with it,
Well,
which
at least we're at
is a little bit
Nice, sorry
consistent
about
with
that.
what we saw from
If you
Team
just
Reed
nose
yesterday.
it, you'll sit as a guard and you might get both. Or you can try to do this roll. Just sit in front. I like just the nose, the same 9 you threw. Or it's probably just Hair low to nose. Okay, you go. Okay.
Like almost edge, I think.
If you don't get the double, it's good to roll. Yeah.
Really good communication there, John. I think the main thing here is to keep your shooter in play.
Good
Done
nine.
this great,
Clean.
but
Clean. Whoa.
I think Matthew just needed a little more ice, he thought, on these swingy conditions provided by Nolan and Mike and the team. Great shot.
Very nice shot there from Matthew Fenton. I was going to say, as a lead, you don't generally get to throw too many doubles. And Matthew Fenton playing third last year, so does have that back-end experience, and you could see it there with a very nice double.
And I think, yeah, with the opposition, if they consistently put their first two in the rings, you'll have to get used to making doubles.
Mine's
Little down. 5, 4, 4. 5,
good.
6.
Water room, water room.
T.
Gotta come around. Miles is rock all day.
So if you look at this sort of from an end planning perspective, John, and
Nice
you
shot,
know, start
Preston. Beauty.
and end off, if you don't have the hammer, you want to bring play to the middle, and if you have the hammer, you want to bring play to the wings. What Team Fenton has is Team Reed going around corner guards early on in this end. So I think from an end planning perspective, you're pretty happy right now if you're Chris Parkinson here in the hack throwing this freeze from an end plan perspective.
Line's close.
Line's really
Line's
good.
okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's running.
Yeah,
it's
two
running.
corner guards up here for Team Fenton.
Yep. Yep. Hard.
And we'll see if Chris Parkinson can make this freeze. Alex Duncan Wu really on this, trying to get it around that guard. And the weight looked pretty close, but just tips that guard, and a chance now for Preston Ballard to hit this and lie two.
Preston comes out here. He's his brother, Dawson Ballard, is a former U21 champion and Canada Winter Games gold medalist. So curling family there. Dawson and Preston are both a part of.
Well, at least this one's still in.
Okay.
And that one will unfortunately take out their own blue at the back. And so now it's Reed lying one, but in the outside 12 foot.
Yeah. Right there.
Yeah, this is a nice call. I think I was listening to you and Melissa yesterday, and Melissa spoke about the challenge of making hit and rolls sometimes on swingy ice conditions.
It's a little tight.
If you're throwing, keeping the weight up a bit, so it's always nice to be able to throw a draw around a corner guard. So really like the call here to play an easier shot than maybe that hit and roll even over there, even though it is leaving an opposition rock in the rings.
Yep.
Curl it.
Curl, curl.
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 Hard curl.
Hard curl, curl, curl.
Hard
curl.
curl.
Curl, curl, curl. Just tee, just tee, just tee. That's good.
Yeah, nice shot there from Chris Parkinson. I think part of it will be visible. There we get a look at that. It's about half open from the hack, but very nice weight for the second from Comox Valley.
So I'd say play this, but if you ever chip this, you can.
Yeah, I don't mind. We can even spill our shooter in.
No, but then like this is gonna go straight into this, and that's gonna leave them sitting three. So you run it this way.
We
There's
could
no danger
play,
of that.
Yeah, we could play the intern and hit it low.
Yep. Peel.
Okay. Ooh, my knee just cracked. Yeah.
So looking for the run back double here.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. Hard. Hard.
Hard.
Hard.
Hard.
Hard line. Oh no.
Hard. No shooter. No shooter.
Oh, that's not too bad. Whoa.
Sit. No. No. No.
And we'll only get the top one, but does avoid that jam that I think Neil was a little worried about there when he said, oh no.
Like
Chance now, though, for Alex Duncan Wu to get this one behind the corner guard and have Team Fenton lying too.
Yeah, I think so.
16 for sure. Oh, yeah.
So both teams had that pre-game practice to find draw weight. So even though this is maybe in a path we haven't seen in this game, should have a pretty good idea of what draw weight is here for Alex in the second end.
Keep it clean. Or just stay close.
Important for this one to be sitting too. There is some accumulation of opposition rocks in the rings, but a nice chance here to use your corner guards again.
Just bring it back. Yep. Just yep. Oh, well, that's good. Good spot. Good one.
And a nice shot there from Alex Duncan Wu, and it is indeed Team Fenton lying 2 with the hammer here in the second end.
Yep. See if we can get a roll. Probably half a rock is close.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, close. Oh.
Close, yep.
Yes, hard. Any roll. Yeah, roll it.
Okay.
Wow.
And they would have loved a bit more of a roll there, I think, Will, but
Yeah, I mean, I think main thing there to me was, again, sticking around and maybe trying to create a better angle for a future shot. But no, definitely understand. It would have been nice to roll over there and make things a little flatter.
Easy board.
Clean. Board down.
Clean.
Board down.
Clean. Yep.
Board.
Yep. Clean.
Yep.
Clean. Yep.
Yep.
Clean. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Curl. Just roll. Whoa.
That's a nice roll.
Pistol Alex.
yeah,
Force
perfect
freeze
roll.
here, eh?
Yeah, perfect roll from Alex Duncan Wu. And yeah, it'll be up to Team Reed if they want to take on the freeze here. That's getting a bit scary. If you freeze and you don't make it, you could potentially give up 3. So I think at this point you probably are just resigned to trying to only give up 2. That was, as you said, Will, just a perfect roll from Alex Duncan Wu. Those rocks are dead even and almost as far apart in the house as you can be.
Yeah, this is a nice call here, and probably mostly important just to make it go away. If you, the more you stick it there, you really might leave a pocket or something for Team Fenton to make things tricky for you, John. So you kind of want to almost roll this a bit, don't you?
Yeah, a little roll to the middle here would be ideal, I think. First rock here for Thomas Reed, and this is really curling. Amada trying to hold it, and pretty good.
Nice shot.
Thomas Reed acted like they had lost that one. Yeah, exactly. He said, I thought we lost it. He sort of dropped his broom to the ice, so I thought the same. I was a little worried for him, but that ended up being pretty much the perfect result, about the best you could do.
Yeah, easy board, you got it. That I've been throwing? You thought that was good last one? Like my last board weight? Yep. You guys can hold it, so. Yep. Board up!
You're up. 10-5.
Chris. Yep. Clean. Yep. Hard.
So Matthew Fenton leaning on this one.
Hard.
Got to make sure it sticks around. And it will. So good sweep there from Matthew Fenton. A nice throw from brother Adam. And yeah, I think, Will, there's not really much option here for Thomas Reed other than to take your medicine here.
Yeah, and I think you spoke to it the last end, though. You want to make your last shot, so make a complete shot, not a half shot. So your opposition has to at least make their next shot. So we saw in the last end a slight rollout from Thomas. So hopefully here in the second end, he's settled in a little bit, and we'll see a hit and stick here from him. I'm sure everyone back in Maple Ridge is really proud to see Thomas here in the BC U21 final. It's a great accomplishment for the club, and he's an active coach in that club and been an active curler there a long time. So I'm sure everyone's watching back at the Golden Ears Winter Club.
Okay, that's fine.
And that will indeed roll out. So this will give Adam Fenton the opportunity to draw. Just needs full 12-foot here for the second point.
You got it. Same as in practice, 16-3.
Yeah, we can get it there.
Just right on the tee, boys. Yep, you got it.
So you heard them say there, Will, they're thinking T-line wait is over 16 seconds, which is extremely fast.
Wow, yeah, that's great to hear. Thanks to
Heavy at all. Not heavy.
really got to hone in on your kick in those moments, John. I'm sure you know that as a lead, and those when you're trying not to overthrow those guards that need to be in that place in an end, and especially when the ice is 16, though, you've really got to trust your kick and throw it to those sweepers. And I think they work all season at him, and no mistake there. Obviously, they work all season at him, and to do that, and he threw it to him there.
Yep, perfect throw there from Adam Fenton, and really a perfect end for the team from the Royal City and Comox Valley Curling Clubs. They will take a 2-0 lead. We will see Team Reed with the hammer for the first time when we come back. You're watching the BC Men's U21 final. So Team Fenton on the board here, 2-0, and Will, I think for Team Reed, maybe time to get aggressive. Not sure, though. They yesterday played pretty defensively, and it does look like maybe they are drawing away from this guard here.
Yeah, it looks like they have a recipe that they've talked about with their coach, and recognizing it's a 10-end game. They don't want to bring play to the middle right to start off this third end, and I think that's fine. They're only down by 2, so if but with that rock slightly off the center line, it may have been a chance to make use of almost a corner guard there.
Good.
Beauty, Miles. Nice shot.
Nice shot though, as Neil says.
So you can see on the graphic there, we will have the BC U21 women's final for you today as well. Here on the Curl BC TV YouTube page, it will be Team Emily Bowles up against Team Holly Haffley. That'll go at 2 p.m. local time. Looking forward to that one. That's a little bit of a different scenario than this one, as there's only one spot in the U21 Nationals on the ladies' side of things, so the winner of that game will be off to Quebec, and the loser will be, well, they'll be at home.
Good throw, Matt.
Absolutely, and both categories in BC are strong, but our women's this year, lots of strong teams at this U21 championships, and if you're in that Cowichan Valley Regional District today, and the city of Duncan particularly, pop on by the club and catch the last half of this one, or and that women's final. It's going to be a good show at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Control up. Yep.
Yeah, no question about it. Looking forward to it. Defending champion Holly Haffley against a team in Emily Bowles that's also very strong. Should be a good one, and the rest of this game should be a good one too. As we can see here, Team Fenton, they've got a 2-0 lead here, Will. I'm sure they're more than happy to trade hits with Team Reed here.
Exactly, and I think for Team Fenton, it's important to continue to hit and stick around. So You'll see them kind of play that 9-second wait. I think is what they've been sort of throwing. John is I'm guessing. I'm sorry I haven't been as tuned into this championship as yourself probably. So, but it seems to be that's what they're doing here. And but yeah, on these simple shots, it's really important to stick around and make sure you don't give your opposition a chance to maybe peel that guard if they're demonstrating they want to be a little more defensive.
Control.
So Chris Parkinson does indeed stick around there. So Preston Ballard will try to do the same.
10 down, 10-5.
Yep. Yep.
A lot of the players on the ice today you've seen adapt their positions, and we see that lots, and that's why it's great to see things like triples and the teams who have players playing different positions throughout the season. And Preston's a really good example of that. He skipped for a number of years at a high level, the U18, U21, but made the change here, now playing the second position, and finds himself heading off to a national championship. So it's I think it's important to recognize that you want to become sort of a jack of all trades, or an athlete of all trades, competitor of all trades, so you can play any position, especially at a young age, at that U12, U13, even at this U21 level.
So Matthew Fenton trying to hold this one. And does get by the guard. Now will they get a little bit of a roll? Not quite, but still a nice shot there from Chris Parkinson.
Pull it away. Board. Yeah.
Looks like they're looking to roll this away, John.
I would think so, based on what we know of their strategy thus far.
Hard, Miles. Hard, you got it.
Hard, Miles.
Hard, you got it. Hard,
Miles Reed trying to hold this one. It is really curling.
No, straight. No. Okay.
Nice shot.
Shot.
Really?
So they called to try to peel the guard there, but we're already past it when they made that call. I think saw the way the rock was curling and maybe panicked a bit there, did Thomas Reed, but nice shot from Preston.
Skipper seemed calm, cool, and collected.
Clean. Board. Clean. Easy board. Clean, yep. Clean. Yep. Hard.
Really nice
Matthew
weight call
Fenton.
here.
Sorry, go ahead.
John. No, you go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say Matthew Fenton having to lean on another one there. He's already got the jacket off.
Absolutely, yeah. That was a nice shot from Alex and well swept from Matthew. And I really liked the weight call that got the sweeper leaning into it. Really nice board weight there.
Yep.
So after a number of good shots, you see a little pressure now on Team Reed to get out of this end.
Okay.
So they won't get the run back, but will get the peel, and now Alex Duncan Wu will have a chance to guard this redstone.
Yeah, these are those points in an end, John, where you can kind of sometimes look at the goal and this goal, if the goal was to maybe steal, this makes a lot of sense. But if the goal is to force, you may want to create a situation where the double is difficult. But neither right or wrong here. But this call is sort of just keeping the pressure on Team Reed, I say. And early on in this game, I think that's reasonable to do.
Three. 2.5. 3. Line only. Line only. Okay. No, line's okay.
Need it finished?
Yep, a little bit, just a little bit. Yep. Hard. Good spot. Nice one.
Pistol, Alex.
Very nice there from ADW.
Sure, we can try the run. Just a sliver less ice, I think.
Yep.
I think I got this. My last
Nice chance for Neil here to throw a shot he just threw. Hopefully can go to school a little bit and bring the blank back into play for his team.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. Yes. Yes.
Hard.
Hard.
Shoot
Hard. We got it. No. We
Shoot
don't.
her. Okay.
Yes, we do. Okay.
Very nice shot there from Neil Amata, making the run back.
Great shot.
Does leave a center guard here for Adam Fenton.
Half buried.
No, you got it. Half buried?
Yeah, well, if we go full buried.
Oh, yeah, then you can run it.
He runs
stick
it,
yeah.
sticks it, then I have to
Yep.
do that.
Listen in there on the skip. Pretty well thought out. Doesn't want to completely bury it. Leave a chance for the opposition skip to stick it and really put the pressure on him with two right in a row. Basically is what he's describing there, I think, John.
Just a hair more.
Top four.
Top clean it, Matt. Clean it.
Top 8. Gotta go.
Yep.
Gotta
Yep.
go. It's time.
Clean. Clean.
Top 8.
Top four.
Chris. Chris. Chris.
Chris Parkinson trying to bring this one over.
Nice throw.
And very nice shot there from Adam Fenton.
Yeah, that was really showed the curl in the ice, John. I think there was a good rock, a good 8 inches coming by the guard there, and that one's looks 7/8 buried or 3/4 buried.
Like an 8?
Nice shot.
Okay.
Yeah, right there.
That's really good.
Well, that's probably closer to
Kick
a
it back.
quarter. Yeah.
Karen Lapines just discussing
It's a ways out there.
not only the right call, but also probably how to go about making the shot, John.
But go
So
for the, go for
try
the
to listen
blue.
in here.
Okay. So back line. It's back line.
Yeah, it seems like they've elected to throw a backline weight hit at this. And I think the thought here from Karen was that
Like back
if
line?
they
Back
if
line.
they over curl,
Tap it
they
back.
can actually
We're
split
tight, we can
their
split the guard over.
center guard in
I really.
and have 2 in the house.
Either one in the house would be pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Back line.
So the key here, Will, is you just can't be outside of it. You're throwing back line. So if you blow it right by, that's the worst case scenario, as we've heard. They don't mind ticking the guard, but you just don't want to be on the outside of this one.
My only comment, John, is observing here, and to my perspective, is it's a bit of a pivot from the rest of the end so far. I was expecting to see the run back played here.
I get it to curl in a second?
Close.
But I see coming late in the end, they want to make sure they have a chance to score, I suppose.
And so that was exactly what I was worried about.
That was way too much.
That if you, he was trying to throw back line. That was a little closer to board.
Go that deep to finish. Okay, let's make it.
And so if Adam Fenton can put this one right on top of that red one, it'll be a guaranteed score.
Nose freeze would be good.
If it's frozen right on the nose.
Just
Expect this to be close. We just saw these 4 do this a moment ago.
no more than you threw in your last. Okay. Maybe a hair less.
Maybe hair less?
All the same.
Lots of
top
line,
So
eight.
last
lots of
rock
line.
here
Top
from
8.
Adam Fenton.
Top 4. Top 8. Top 8.
Already lying one and
Lots of line.
looking to
Top 4.
Lots of
twist the knife a
line.
little bit here on Thomas Reed.
Top button. Just to it. Just to it. To it.
And this is a little bit of a different path than the last one. You don't want to set up a double here. And I think that's actually pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, we just had to have you go for line.
Well, I think we should have
Underneath of a rock. Yeah,
I think maybe they're looking here.
You just straight peel the one he just threw. That'll get both.
Thin
Yeah, it
double,
does look
John, to
actually.
get the blank.
Yeah, exactly. I actually thought that Adams had rolled a little bit further and this double wasn't there, but I think, it is for sure. So
Not too bad. Okay.
just
I think
need
we heard
to...
the hindsight there from Chris Parkinson, and saying maybe they should have taken that one a little bit further, and just to take this away, right? And that just speaks to the goal. The goal was probably to at least get a force, but a steal is great, obviously, in that moment.
Field.
So Thomas Reed facing 2 with his last. Trying to make a thin double. Miles Reed trying to hold this. And he will not get enough. So that Adam Fenton Stone ended up being in a pretty good spot. That was not an easy shot. And he will steal one, take a 3-point lead into the 4th end. Team Reed will still have the hammer when we come back. You're watching Curl BC TV.
Should be really close. Line's great.
So the 4th end here of the U21 men's final.
It's always Chris tight. It's always
Team
Chris
Fenton
tight.
up 3-0, and I do wonder if we'll see Team Reed get a little bit more aggressive here now that they're down 3 points.
I think so, John. The scoreboard will likely dictate that, and one of the nice things about this event and the next level of play is not only do you have the coach interactions during the end, but the coaches get to meet with the team and talk about sort of what just happened in the previous end, and more importantly, talk about the ice conditions and what they want to do going forward. So I'm sure there was a conversation between Karen and the team here around how they could maybe manufacture 2 points this end by potentially putting some more rocks in play. However,
yeah, it appears
see,
they're, I was going to say they're not doing
so,
that.
The facts say otherwise.
Good try.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice throw.
I think that.
And I mean, not to say that's the wrong call. You could do a delayed corner guard with that 5 rock free guard zone. But if you are going to do that delayed corner guard, it's really important to play a weight that you're going to stick around, because you can quickly end up in a situation like this where there's very little opportunity to score 2 and very little pressure on the team leading the game.
Well, we talked about this a few ends ago. Team Fenton, they're thrilled to blank here. They're up 3-0. They have no problem wasting an end, so they're fine to put this back in the house and see if Team Reed will hit it.
Top 4, Chris. Beauty.
Yeah, I think if you're Team Fenton in these early ends, it's really about on these opportunities when the opposition rolls out, it's about honing in on draw weight. So they really want to see those rocks in the top 12, top 8, and then swept into the top 4. So all good if you're Team Fenton right now, getting a chance to find draw weight in the 4th end when you're up by 3.
Control.
Clean.
Little less.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Preston.
Yep. Shoot. Okay.
Okay, nice shot.
Just nose. Okay, clean it, Alex. Just clean.
Early on in this 4th end, John, I'm going to make the assumption here that Team Fenton will hit and stick around. Still may be an option to maybe to throw a corner guard and try to force a miss out of your team. I don't expect to see that, but I just think it's important to talk about that, even though it is early in this 4th end. you could potentially here still throw a corner guard, and at least force your opposition to go up there and make a peel.
Yep.
Control.
Yeah, it seems like maybe they're worried that if they did go throw a corner guard, that Fenton may not necessarily peel it, might go around
Oh,
it.
yes, keep going!
Does seem like they would like this game to stay as close as possible, as long as possible, as they once again hit that stone.
I looked up, I'm like,
And sometimes we do see teams play this sort of strategy, Will, where, you know, they feel that that's perhaps the best, you know, the best, I guess, strategy for them and for what they're good at. You know, I think Team Reed thinks they're a good hitting team, and so they want to just keep the options to hit available and keep the game close.
Okay, it's just a little bit.
Absolutely, and in fairness to their end plan, if they had hit and stick around a little more in these fourth and third ends, we may be looking at a little bit different of an end. So in fairness to them, it's not necessarily wrong to be a little bit more defensive, even though you are trailing by 3 in the fourth end. But always good to have these moments like this to learn, and that's what's great about the coach interactions and even having these games live streams. So whether it's on the iPads or a production like this, it's where the teams are doing it themselves, as we see Team Reed and Team Fenton both do when they're off touring in their various events. It's really good to always go back and watch these things and see, hey, could we maybe have gone about this end another way to, or is this the way we'd like to go about it?
Yeah,
next time?
because do you want to just throw a 10? Solid. Okay, solid board we like.
So they talked about upping their weight a little bit here just because they're out in the wings, but you heard them say that they like to throw their solid board weight, and I like that call, Will. I sort of like that confidence of, you know, it doesn't matter where we're throwing the hit on the sheet, we're just going to throw the weight we like to throw.
Curl, roll.
Yeah, John, and it really speaks to the confidence of this team and the confidence they have in the ice conditions, that they can just kind of map like the sheet out with a consistent weight right across the whole 12-foot there.
So we'll take a look at the stats so far for the two teams, and as we can see, a very impressive total for both teams, with Team Fenton sitting at 90% overall and Team Reed at 82%. And we can see there just the couple of misses for Thomas Reed in those pressure situations has him at 62%, and that's sort of been the difference in the game so far.
Absolutely, John. It's been a game of, I think, what we call 80% shots. So if you're sort of curling in the 60s in this game, it's been a lot of open hits and open draws, so sort of speaks to that. But overall, really good numbers.
I got close. Really close.
So a chance for Alex Duncan-Wu to get his draw weight dialed in here as
Mine's really good.
Neil Amata rolled out.
Right close.
Where's like top 4?
It's all there.
As this rock comes over the British Columbia sign, just a shout out to Via Sport and the Hosting BC
Alex,
program, who's the major supporter of this event, both to the host committee and to Curl BC, in order to put on the event here and help to treat the athletes to a really great event there in the Cowichan Valley Regional District.
I just gotta go to the broom this time. That's more like it.
Queen.
Yeah, no question. Lots of great people make this event happen, and lots of great sponsors.
Right now. Preston.
Province of BC has been a great supporter of Curl BC throughout the years, and as you said, they've been great for this event in particular. And we saw the Bel Air Direct Insurance pads behind the house as well. Bel Air Direct, a longtime sponsor of Curl BC and one of the major sponsors of this event as well.
Yeah, they've got a cool contest, John. If you go onto our website right now, you can win a trip to the Scotties with a hotel and some expenses covered and tickets. So the Scotties is going to be in Kamloops real soon with Team Grandy representing British Columbia as Team BC. That's super exciting. But hop onto our website, and thanks to Bel Air Direct for all the contests and all the support they provide. Curl BC members and the member facilities.
Do they let commentators enter that contest, Will, or am I exempt?
I think so. I think you and I are fine, John, to enter that one.
Perfect.
And they'll give us some info on our insurance options too. I'm sure I can always upgrade my renter's insurance at a time like this.
Oh yeah, I could definitely. I could use some insurance options. I just turned 37, so life insurance probably would be a good idea.
You and me both, John.
Well, if we win those tickets to the Scotties, we may need it. We might not survive that week.
Yeah, they put on such a good show in the tournament capital there, City of Kamloops of Canada, and but yeah, whenever they host a curling event, it's always a really good event. Thanks to MacArthur Island Curling Club and Kamloops Curling Club and all the members in the community there that put that on. I'm looking forward to them welcoming Canada to really the top women's curling event in Canada and maybe the world.
10-5.
A spectator event.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Close, yep.
So Thomas Reed with an open hit here, and make no mistake.
That's fine.
And so Adam Fenton would love to stick around and force Thomas Reed to have to throw for the blank.
Roll out. Like I want him to throw at it. Yeah, roll, but we try to roll, but not at the expense of rolling out. Just board? Just board. Okay.
Adam is also going to the Canada Winter Games with Emily Bowles. I don't know if you guys spoke to that yesterday, John, but sorry if I'm repeating anything.
Yep.
No.
Whoa, hard.
He's a busy curler, as you spoke earlier about. He went to that BC Men's Championship with this full squad, and very busy competitor.
Yeah, no question about it. I know that.
Just give me the same top again.
Yeah, him and Emily are heading to the mixed doubles competition at the Canada Winter Games, and I know Chris Parkinson also, with his team heading off to the Winter Games too, I believe.
Exactly. Yeah. Interestingly enough, Neil Amada's part of that Parkinson team. So Neil's. What's Neil playing here? He's playing third on this team, and I think he plays third on the Canada Winter Games team too. But I'm not sure. In either case, I know he's the comedian on both those teams.
Yeah, he does play third on that Parkinson team.
Okay, thanks.
And they defeated Team Blazer in the final. We saw Team Blazer yesterday in the semi against Team Reed, and so yeah, a lot of teams, a lot of curlers with a lot of experience playing against and with each other, and
100%.
Thomas Reed will throw that one through the house for the blank, so they will retain the hammer. Team Fenton will keep their 3-point lead into the fifth end when we come back. You're watching Curl BC TV. So we come back into the Duncan Curling Club, and it looks like a pick there on Matthew Fenton's first stone. So that's a little bit unfortunate for the team from the Royal City and Comox Valley Curling Clubs. And we are going to get a guard here from Team Reed, Will.
You can. I'll watch the
Yeah, nice to see not nice to see the pick, obviously, but nice to see the corner guard call here, and opportunity for Miles to set his team up here with just that, a corner guard. I was distracted of all those beautiful shots of the Cowichan Valley that they've done here. Thanks to Roll Focus Productions.
Mine's good.
On the great job of the production they are doing here of the curling
further.
coverage and giving us some shots of the surrounding area. It looks like a beautiful place to visit any time of year.
Nice shot, Miles.
Yeah, curling has brought me to the Cowichan Valley a few times. Definitely a beautiful place to be and a beautiful place to curl.
Yeah, there's 3 clubs in the CVRD: Cowichan Rocks, Lake Cowichan,
It's all there.
Duncan Curling Club, where we're at here, the Glen Harper Curling Center, I think it might be known as, and then the Kerry Park Curling Club, which is another municipal club run as part of that Kerry Park Recreation Center. So no shortage of curling opportunities in the Cowichan Valley Regional District. If you live in that area, please look them up on our website and give the sport a try. Or if you're a curler listening,
roll to the wings.
I hope you're enjoying the curling in the area there.
So a mistake there from Matthew Fenton, one of the first we've seen from Team Fenton today, was looking to throw a center guard there, and you can see ended up in the house. So Miles Reed will go after it here.
Ted. Oh. Pushed it out apparently.
Green. Yep.
Yeah, important to stick around here as always with these open
hard.
hits.
Whoa. Yeah. Okay, clean. That's fine.
Nice. Sorry.
Would have even been nice to maybe roll that one away a bit, John, or somewhere away from the center line, basically.
Really nice weight, though. Should have stayed close there. I mean, I know you said you pushed it out, but sorry about that.
Clean. Yep. Hard.
Yep.
Hard. Hard. Hard for nose.
Whoa.
Hard.
Whoa.
Clean.
I think it's the rock. Like I wait for that one, like same almost as the other one.
Control.
Little down.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
I think control was the call.
Hard.
Sounds like it's a little down based on Miles's weight call there.
Hard, Neil.
Roll it.
Yeah, Neil Amata trying to hold this one straight. And that will end
Nice
up
shot,
rolling
Bryson.
towards that corner guard.
Like just roll the center.
Yeah.
Whoa.
A little wide.
Whoa.
Little wide.
Clean. Yep. Hard. Clean.
Hard.
Clean. Whoa. Off. Just clean. Just clean it. Off. That's okay. Nice sweep.
All right.
Control.
Just a little more, Preston. Yeah. Little down.
Yep.
Oh, you rolled it in.
Hard, Miles. Hard, right up.
We got the nose?
Right up. We got nose, yeah.
Okay. Nice shot.
Okay.
And so a good shot there from Preston Ballard as the two teams continue to exchange hits.
Forward.
Team Reed got that corner guard up, Will, but haven't really had much of a chance to use it here.
No, and I guess to make a comment, just because that's our job, I guess, in this moment, is they've had options to use it. Now that this rock's in such a good in such a good spot, it's hard not to play the hit if you're Team Reed. But I think early on in this end, there might have been an option to maybe ignore the hit and make use of that corner guard. And I really encourage that. If you put up a corner guard, try to use it on your next rock, or at least the rock after that. Otherwise, you can end up in situations like this where you kind of just watch it the whole end unless the other team makes a mistake and rolls out.
Where's Miles? Oh.
Yep. 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 Hard. It's going hard. Hard.
So Preston Ballard on this right away.
Hard for nose.
Hard, boys.
Hard for nose. Okay.
And a good sweep there from the former skip. And it is Team Reed lying the one here.
Okay.
So it does look like we are potentially destined for another blank.
Hair last.
You'll remember Alex from the U18
Last.
championships.
Yep.
That
Easy board. Hard.
he was a commentator at that one, and also an ice maker. So for those of you that
Just clean.
watched any of that
Roll it
live
away, roll it
streaming,
away. Yeah, clean. Little roll. Perfect shot.
it's really nice to see so many athletes become coaches, but it's also great to see so many athletes give back in different ways.
Same thing.
for
You're
the
just so hair
sport.
tight,
And,
but I'll give you more ice.
many of the people on the
you
ice
need it
right now
anyway.
playing, Neil another one, and many of the athletes out there in these events, they all give back in different ways, and whether it be through coaching or volunteering. So thanks very much to all the athletes and coaches for everything they do.
Whoa.
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 Yep.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Close. Whoa. Miles. Miles.
Shoot. Okay.
Definitely don't want to roll out here.
Oh.
Yeah, you heard Neil say uh-oh, and yeah, this is potentially a chance for Team Fenton to use that corner guard if they want. They're going to talk to Brad here, Coach Brad Fenton, to decide if they want to go around the corner. And
Yeah, I guess
potentially
the
get a
three
force.
options, I guess, are you could
Yeah, the
peel
only
the
issue is
corner,
if we
go
turn
around the
around here
corner,
is
or go open
then
side, I guess, John.
you could have a shot for
we can
two.
listen in and see what they think.
So just
But I mean, it's not like we want to give them hammer on the even
check
ends
it on the
either.
other side.
Force here would be ideal.
Yeah.
I mean, throwing it to the open side, we just got to make sure we can be shot if he draws around.
Because
the
it's just
inside.
if we're ever high, then he does that, right? Or it.
You could just draw in the fourth foot, right?
Do we ever just peel the guard, you guys? Okay.
yeah, I think if I was going to draw the open side, I would rather just peel the
instinct.
guard.
Yeah, exactly, John. I think the scoreboard here kind of helps make this decision. I think if it was if you were only up two, maybe
You got it.
you might really want to try to force and get a little more control of the game. But you do have a lot of control here, and the only way Team Reed's going to score two was by not eliminating this corner guard here.
Clean.
Yep.
It will
So
make
nice
Team
peel
Reed's
there.
decision a little easier as well, though.
Nice one.
Thanks.
Yeah, for sure. Chance for them to draw. And yeah, I agree with what you said, Will. It's when you're drawing, there's a few things that could go wrong. If you ever come up short, then you give Team Reed a guard to potentially come around and generate two. If you put it in a spot where they could hit and roll behind that corner guard, then that's not very good either. So when you're up three, you take the guesswork out of it and rip the guard and take the blank.
And just shout out to Brad Fenton there, who really been coaching a long time, and I think we might have said Fuji was the team coach of them, but in this case today it's Brad Fenton who's the team coach, and Fuji's the substitute coach, and really just want to kind of give him a shout out there. That coach interaction, he didn't really say a whole lot. It was mostly the athletes there sort of coming to a place where they got to a place where, based on the scoreboard and based on the end plan, they probably played the correct shot. So nice to see coaches interacting out there, and also nice to see the athletes making decisions.
Nice shot, Thomas.
Good sweep.
We get a couple inches roll at.
So Thomas Reed puts
We
it
want a
right
stick,
on
though.
the tee line, and
Got a stick.
again, yeah, Adam Fenton rolled out last end,
Same board weight.
and you'd love to force Thomas Reed to have to throw a peel for the blank.
I don't know if I'm fortunate or unfortunate to play in the same league as Team Fenton, but
Easy,
Brad's often
easy
out on
board.
the ice with them, and that's another really
Clean.
smart
Yep.
way
Yep.
they go about coaching on this team, I think, is they do often have a coach out there playing with the team and hearing everything, talking about everything, but also guiding the team kind of from that front end position. So I enjoy watching the recipe that Team Fenton goes about improving week in and week out. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, it's a good solution if one of your teammates lives on the island to have your coach be able to fill in. And Brad, as most viewers will know, is a former BC men's champion, so has that pedigree, and obviously has 2 very talented sons playing out here in this U21 final. So yeah, great to hear that he's involved at that level too. And Thomas Reed would love to be involved in a blank here.
Good control there. That reminds me of when a golfer stops in their backswing, John. I can't do either of those things.
Yeah, me neither. We talked about our age earlier. I think we're both of the age where once the train starts, it's very difficult to put it back in the station. So final stone here for Thomas Reed, looking for a blank to keep the hammer into end number 6.
Are we good?
And unfortunately, they will not get it. So Thomas Reed sticks the blank attempt, and Team Fenton will have a 3-1 lead and the hammer. When we come back, we're here in the 5th end break. We're going to take a short break, and then we're going to come back and hear from Adam Fenton after this. We are back with Adam Fenton. Hey, Adam, John here. Great first half of the game so far. Tell me a little bit about how things have gone from your perspective. It seems like you've been in control.
Yeah, John. So the boys have been pretty dialed since the start. We've been making our hitting sticks. It was really important to stick on our last one. We got an unfortunate miss by him, so good for us with the one, but I think we just got to keep it moving for the next half.
Solid, solid first half, Adam. It's been fun to watch. Just wondering if you can let the curling fans know what we can expect end plan wise, maybe in the second half of this game from you guys based on the scoreboard.
So for the next half, the even ends, if we can get a deuce, and then honestly just keep it clean. Like, it's been working so far for our team, so I think just keep the momentum moving forward, right? Yeah, no, fantastic. Well, Adam, I'll let you go powwow with your team here in the 5th end break, but congrats on the great first half so far, and good luck the rest of the way. Thanks, John. Thanks, Will.
Thanks.
When I grow up, I want to be a superhero. I want to be a firefighter. I want to graduate university. I don't know what I want to be. I want to be an archaeologist. I want to be a scientist. Pilot. Coach. Carpenter. I'm going to be a curling champion. Kids dream big. Your support will help them realize their dreams on and off the ice.
Okay, everybody, let's have a great show. look out, Karen Masson. Got it.
There from Cole Pickup, who will pass it there to Jesse King, who scores again!
At West Shore Motorsports Park.
Cross in the box for Parmar, and she's done it! The opening goal!
That has to be the most Canadian thing I've ever seen.
Well, maybe if he was also eating a poutine.
Whoa. And drinking maple syrup.
And he's also a curler!
Guys, you know I've never actually been curling before.
And you call yourself a Canadian?
I'm sorry.
There's more than 1,000 curling facilities in Canada. Be a good Canadian and find one near you today.
Two, three. 2, 3. Really close, 3. Don't think we're in.
Hello, curling fans, and welcome back to the second half of this U21 men's final.
Okay. Good rock.
Nice shot, really nice.
Sean Cullen with you here. Team Reed against Team Fenton. And it was a very solid first half for Team Fenton. They lead 3-1 with the hammer. Thomas Reed with an unfortunate miss on a blank attempt to end the fifth end, and so we'll see what Team Fenton can do here with the hammer. We heard from Adam that their plan here is to try to get 2, and of course in the even ends, that's definitely something that you're always looking to do.
That's 14.
This looks like it might be just a little bit heavy from Matthew Fenton, and indeed that will slide through the rings. And you heard Adam Fenton say this is something as a lead myself that you always had to look out for when they mop the ice in between the 5th and 6th ends. They take out a big mop and they clean up the debris on the ice, and sometimes that can speed up the ice, and especially we know that this ice is already playing very quickly. So that might have just caught Matthew Fenton there.
Whoa, you got a lot of room.
Almost T-line. Really nice.
Lot of room.
Really nice. T-line.
Whoa. Let it finish. It's gonna do it. It's gonna do it by itself.
So Miles Reed would love to get this one buried behind this center guard, although this looks like it might be a little bit heavy as well. And indeed it is. So pleased to be joined once again by former BC U21 champion Will Sutton. And Will, it has been sort of a weird, sort of a cagey opening, I'd say. Neither team really playing too aggressively, but I do wonder now if there only being 5 ends left and Team Fenton with the lead, if we're going to see maybe a little bit more of an aggressive second half from both teams.
I think so. You know, Team Reed is going to maybe be forced to be a little more aggressive, and I think we heard in the interview there. A lot of key hit and stick arounds were really the difference in that first half of that game between the two teams, and Team Fenton kind of showed they were able to do that.
That's okay.
Yeah, we'll kind of see now that there looks to be a few more rocks in play as we move to the draw game. We'll see which one of these two teams are able to be maybe the best at that today in the second half here.
Yeah, certainly Team Reed by no means out of this game. Obviously, most teams would prefer to be in Team Fenton's shoes here with the 2-point lead in the hammer, but as we know, anything can happen, and Team Reed was down yesterday to Team Blazer and ended up stealing the win, so
still needs to curl a lot.
Lots of game left, that's for sure.
Here it comes.
There it goes.
And this looks a little heavy again from Team Ballard, from Preston Ballard on Team Reed, but they are lying 2 here, so not a bad leave.
Do you have? I got like another half rock. Yeah, it's about there. Hey, it's like a thin half. I don't mind just hitting and rolling on top. I like that. Yeah. Yep.
So while this team does represent Royal City Curling Club, give a shout out to the Comox Valley Regional District and the Comox Curling Club there with where Chris Parkinson calls home.
Yep. Hard. Beauty.
Very nice shot there from Chris Parkinson.
Well done. And if your team Reed though, I mean, it's not all bad. There's a Team Reed center guard up and a rock of Team Fenton's behind the T line to freeze to. So,
but if you're heavy, you've always got this as well.
If the goal is to maybe steal one, you can't really ask for too much more than this, John.
Still a little hot, I'd say.
Okay, you can leave it then. Never yours, Neil.
5, 4.
Okay. Where is it?
5, 6. Really good.
T.
Gotta go.
Line's
5,
good.
4.
Hard.
We're there.
Yeah.
Snug room.
Gotta finish.
Line only now. Finish, Miles.
Yeah, Miles.
Finish. Go. Hard. Whoa. Good
Nice shot, Preston.
Really good.
Good sweep, boys.
Really nice.
And very nice shot there from Preston Ballard. So
Like
Team Reed lying 1 buried without the hammer here.
Well done.
Oh yeah, that would be good. I still like the run. It's just a hair on this side. Hair high? Yeah. Hey, am I throwing the out?
So there was no question they were going to run it. It was just a matter of how can we eliminate the maximum number of blue rocks, I think, John? Where do we want to roll our shooter, maybe?
Whoa.
For sure, yeah.
Clean. Whoa.
These teams, they're getting pretty specific on these shots.
That's good.
Mission accomplished there, though, even though I didn't get the back ones.
Yeah, just didn't quite curl as much as they would have liked. But yeah, it does get the peel.
Okay.
A little more pressure on this shot because your shot stone isn't frozen to those back ones. So if Neil isn't able to kind of, or Neil, sorry, not Neil. Neil's going to throw it, but if the team Reed isn't able to put this rock in the place it needs to be, you might see a chance for Team Fenton to maybe sit 2 here a little late in the second end. Or sorry, sixth end. Sorry,
really
John.
curling now.
Close.
Stay close.
Can you come right onto it?
Whoa.
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 Well, no.
Whoa.
Sit.
Whoa, we're over curling. Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Yikes.
Shoot.
Nose makes them both go.
Yeah, that's
What do you want
very
to throw,
unfortunate
like
there for
just to
Neil
make sure
Amata with where that one ended up. That's a pretty
it's
easy
just
double.
Nose, Alex. I'm passing the outturn. This one? Outturn?
Even if we don't stick and they both go, we're shot 1, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't mind that either.
You just have to hit it.
How much separation is there?
Like a broom pad.
A broom pad. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the width, like this.
The dialogue on Team Fenton, John, it's pretty open and loud, but it's nice to hear everybody engaged and a part of the shots.
You got it.
Yeah, certainly they communicate at a very high level.
Curl.
Matthew, it sounds like he's maybe the quietest one on the team, but he still has lots of input.
Okay.
A little bit of a miss there,
I think
though.
we got to play the other turn on that.
Yeah, I think you heard Adam Fenton say there that maybe we had to play the other turn, and that is something that happens maybe a little more at the U21 level than at the men's level. I think, you know, when you're the skip, if you see the shot a certain way, then that's the way the shot gets played. You know, I know that obviously you want to make sure the person throwing it feels comfortable with how they're throwing it too, but if there's a way that you see the shot and a turn that you think needs to be played, I think you have to be.
We're a little tight.
You have to be a little bit more assertive, and I think that's Adam realizing that after Alex missed throwing that out turn there, that maybe he should have just been a little more assertive there because he saw the shot in a different way.
Yep. Hard, Preston, hard. Whoa. Okay.
So nice shot there from Neil Amata.
See, almost just roll to the corner, kind of? Yeah. A little bit on this side? The intern?
Lots of upweight ability here, and but some risk to this one too. It could jam the wrong way for you.
It's curl.
Just missing there is Alex Duncan Wu. Great try on the run back, but it is still Team Reed lying the one.
You got this, Thomas.
You could even go 4-5.
4-5?
Yeah.
You're 444 coming this way.
Yeah, that's true.
It sure is keen.
So looking to repeat that last one, I think, John?
Yeah.
Put it right on the
Absolutely,
center line.
yeah. Yeah, I think if Thomas Reed has his way, he'll be throwing this guard on his next two.
Should be good.
2.
Really good.
3, guys. Little tight on mine.
2. Line only.
2.
Wait. Perfect. 3.
Losing line a little.
Coming down.
Careful on line.
Yeah, Miles.
Hard curl, Miles. Hard. Finish hard.
Nice shot, Thomas.
So slides
Yeah,
maybe a little
practicing a
deeper than
little,
they would have liked, Will, but still a pretty good
Nice.
shot.
Pretty good, yeah, and lots of opportunity here for Team Fenton, but also some risk if you kind of
I think out because
stuff it, as they say, maybe, or that might not work out perfectly. But no, the way those are so tight together, I expect Adam to be really close on this one, trying to
mine, you have to watch mine, right?
eliminate a couple of blues, maybe even all 3 of them.
I really do think just a
Yeah, the
bit
one
more.
thing with Thomas slipping into the house here is I think there is a way that Adam Fenton could actually get rid of all 3 blues and roll his shooter onto the rings to lie two.
Got it.
So we'll see if he can
stay on it. Like,
manage to hit that perfectly.
Big shot here in 6.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
And oh my goodness, just missing by a hair, almost exactly the same amount that Alex Duncan Wu missed by.
I said that with confidence. I wasn't too confident.
And now this is a
see if I can throw even
pretty
less
good
weight.
chance to steal here for Team Reed.
Yeah, I wouldn't even mean,
Absolutely.
I wouldn't even mind leaving this a little higher, like a 2 almost.
Yeah.
Make it harder for them to pick it.
The deeper it is, the easier it is for them to run it. So 453.
Yep.
It's like 460.
Just whiskered it, and you see that they're going to call the center guard here, I think, John, and assuming they're able to make this shot and put it in the correct place, will Adam maybe have an in-off over there, or will he probably just be forced to the draw here on his last?
Okay, lots of room, lots of room.
Pretty tricky,
Never kneel. Miles is rock all day.
Where that Reed stone is, it's going to be
gotta get it over.
A very tricky draw.
Hard, Miles.
So
yeah,
we'll
sorry,
see.
I can't quite remember the overhead right now, and yeah, it probably is right on the button, isn't it?
Yeah, they need this one to curl though.
Hard as it goes.
Will it curl enough? I think that is accessible for Team Fenton.
Absolutely.
That is.
Just hung out there, hey?
It almost guides it for you, because if you were to over curl and hit that guard, you'd probably jam it. So it's a pretty nice opportunity here for the team from New Westminster.
I have to see it from down there, but
Yeah, the one thing too is those angles at the back are working in Adam Fenton's favor. Even if you hit that back red, you're still probably getting 2 as long as you hit it thin enough.
Hack. Okay. Stick for 2 is okay. You got it. You got it.
I like this.
So just unfortunate for Team Reed. This is sort of the first end of the game where they've been in complete control, and still looking like they may give up 2. So big shot here for Adam Fenton, a chance to take a commanding 4-point lead. Final stone.
Back up, Chris. Chris!
And it looks like Adam might have got this one out a bit. Chris Parkinson trying to bring this one over. Can they get enough of it? They will. They won't stick around, but they will still get the single point. So Team Reed gets the force. They will have the hammer back in 7. When we come back, Team Fenton is leading this U21 final 4-1.
It's all you boys. Come on. Top 4.
Don't go a bit.
Yep, go then.
So Will, a bit of a missed opportunity there for Team Fenton.
flat.
They were chasing the whole end, had a chance for 2, and unfortunately
Matthew,
have to
great
settle
throw.
for the single.
Yeah, it was unfortunate that they settled for the single, and a couple of half shots there from both skips, I think, shows that there's still lots of game left, and if they can, if either team can manufacture some offense and put some pressure on, it'll be a really exciting second half here.
Ted, easy, Ted. Okay.
Yeah.
Close. Whoa.
So Team Reed electing to hit once again here, and I think they were hoping to stick that one around, but it will roll out. And so
bit of a theme for Team Reed this game on those rollouts.
Yeah, for sure. And as you said, Will, kind of it seems like potentially that might be their strategy to hit and roll to the wing and then throw a corner guard, but haven't been able to enact that yet as we take a look at the percentages, and you can see Team Fenton curling a very slick 90% through the first 5 ends. But Team Reed having a nice game as well. Miles Reed and Alex Duncan-Wu tied for the high percentage at 95. So it's been some impressive curling from the two teams thus far.
Yeah, that's good, Matt. Me neither. I was about to say the same thing.
Okay. Tight though.
Corner guard.
So they are going to throw the corner with that one slipping a little deep.
Nice call here.
Three. Tight. 3. 3-4. Okay, coming down. We're 2-3.
Close. Tight guard, guys. Tight. Keep it tight to the house. Straight.
Okay, nice shot.
Good shot.
Might be starting to smudge there a little.
Nice shot. Top 4.
I added a little bit.
It adds a lot of handle and it's running. It's running.
Oh.
So you heard Adam there talking about it running and lots of handle. So these teams, you know, they have a recipe for the amount of rotations that they want to throw. You can kind of manage it from a few ways. Lots of teams kind of do it between the hog lines. So how many rotations do we want to throw? And he was just letting the team know that one looked a little hot. Looked like it might have had a little bit more handle than they usually throw.
Control.
Clean. Whoa.
Oh.
Close. Yep.
Hard, Miles. Oh, hard, Miles.
Yep. Hard. Right up. No roll. Jeez, man.
So that will just over curl on Preston Ballard there, and as you said, Will, the theme continuing there with the hit and roll out, and now for Team Fenton, they can just peel this corner guard, and that's sort of the risk, I think, when you're Team Reed. I understand the philosophy of hitting the first one to maybe get it off of the button and then throwing a corner guard, but when you're down 3 with only 4 ends to play, this is the risk you run in only having one corner guard up. If you don't make all your shots, that corner guard goes away, and all of a sudden you got nothing.
Totally. It's you know, it's one thing to be comfortable out there and have a game plan that works for your team, and you want to make sure you have a game plan that meets your team's sort of DNA or your, you know, what your risk assessment is. But at the same time, the scoreboard does dictate certain calls at certain times, and I think there's been a few moments where in this game, if you look back, Team Reed may have said, okay, maybe we could have put a rock in play earlier in this end and not put the pressure on ourselves to hit and stick around, and giving ourselves a little bit more of an opportunity later on in each end. But in any case, it's lots of game left, so we could be corrected still.
Yeah, I mean, I just think we heard Adam Fenton say at the 5th end break they're comfortable playing this game too. So it's not even, you know, I get that it's Team Reed's. Come on, Chris. Oh, Chris trying to bring this over. They were saying that they might need a big sweep just to get a piece of it, and they do. Sorry, go ahead, Will.
Right, and for Team Fenton, I think the reason you're hearing that is they're up with the hammer throughout most of this game. So for them, having a more defensive game plan does make a lot of sense. So having said that, I think even went up 3, they were still putting rocks sort of in places that were putting pressure on Team Reed. So yeah, I think a little bit of fuel for thought or whatever would be when down early on in the end. It's just taking advantage of the 5 rock free guard zone essentially.
Is it
What?
in?
14-9.
Ah.
Okay.
Sorry.
And so that will
Just gave it a bit at the end, I think. Just a little too much.
head through the house, and Alex Duncan Wu will get a free draw here.
Line's good. We can clean it. Just top 4 guys.
Just clean right now.
We're top 8. Sign of it. We're close. We're close.
Should be all there.
15. 4. Okay.
And it has seemed, Will, in this second half of the game, the teams have just not been exactly sure where draw weight is. We've seen a few come up a little shorter than expected, a few a little heavier than expected, and I talked earlier, sometimes that weight can change in the fifth end break with the brush, and it seems like it has a little bit here.
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely, the
Hard, Miles.
the chamois or the sheet
Hard, right up.
make it a little quicker when you
Hard.
get the break, and then from here on out, you're gonna maybe see the ice conditions change slightly, based on how many rocks have been thrown down every flight path on the sheet. So yeah, you really gotta move with draw weight, and it is gonna change throughout the game. And it's not that the ice is gonna be fudging or slowing down. It's just that every shot the ice is gonna be changing, and it's the sweepers and the throwers' responsibility to know what path you're throwing down and how many rocks have been thrown down it.
Board. Board up. Line's good. Line's perfect.
So an easy hit and stick there for Adam Fenton, and
Nice throw,
Thomas
Adam.
Reed
Pretty
will
straight on
look
the
to
side.
do the same. As we said earlier, both these teams will be heading to the U21 Nationals in Rouyn-Noranda,
Let's go,
Quebec.
control.
That's coming up in
You got
April.
this.
It's exciting. So yeah, BC1 and BC2 here is what you're looking at. So lots to cheer for in April, and just a shout out too. We've got the U18 Nationals coming up, and we've got our BC Winter Games coming up, along with those Canada Winter Games and Canada Winter Games mixed doubles for the first time in the Canada Winter Games history. So lots of different Team BCs at the youth level, and lots to cheer about at the provincial level there at the BC Winter Games coming up in Vernon, where we'll have lots of the zones represented there.
Yeah, certainly a busy year with all the winter games being back. I know the Arctic Winter Games are back after a long layoff this week, and the Canada Winter Games are back, the BC Winter Games. It's nice to see, giving all these curlers an opportunity to travel and see this great country. The Canada Winter Games all the way over on the other side of the coast in Charlottetown, PEI.
Want to get it as
And
close
the
to
U18s in Timmins, Ontario, and the U21s in Quebec. So it'll be, yeah, a lot of travel for these young curlers, and it's always a great way to experience the country, getting to travel it to play the game you love, no question about it.
And yeah, just a shout out to those multi-sport organizations and integrated support team members who support these teams, not just at those games, but leading up to them. So whether you're a team from Zone 2 going to your first BC Winter Games, or you're Adam Fenton heading to the Canada Winter Games, there's a whole team of people in BC supporting these athletes, and shout out to all those people who contribute to youth curling development in BC.
So Adam would love for this one to stick around. And it will just slide out the back. So
Let's just hit it.
Adam talked in that fifth end break about the...
Little swingy here on this side.
Oh, interesting. He's deciding to hit it here, not wanting to risk that it might be in the rings.
I don't think it's in.
From the overhead, it didn't look like it was in to me either, but it does bring the potential nose and score into play. We saw that happen for Reed in the 5th end. Hopefully he can avoid that here.
Well, there haven't been a lot of rocks in play, so this is a little bit of excitement for us anyhow, John. This end.
Yeah, exactly.
This end, sorry. Lots of rocks in play throughout the game and very exciting, but just this end's been a little bit.
So final stone here for Thomas Reed.
7.
Looking for the blank.
Clean. Yep. Yep.
Clean.
Clean.
Nice shot.
And no mistake this time, and so it will be a couple of zeros on the scoreboard. Reed will keep the hammer. Fenton will keep the 3-point lead into end number 8 when we come back. You're watching Curl BC TV.
Fight mode time. Let's go. I didn't get the stupid haircut for nothing.
Nice throw, Matt. Good.
Hello, curling fans, and welcome back. The U21 men's final. And we will see here if Team Reed decides to get a little more aggressive here.
Ted.
Whoa. Close.
Sorry, John. I might have missed you there for a moment.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah, we just had another voice in our ear, but Team Reed is indeed hitting again here, Will, and I have to say, especially in the 8th end, I'm a little surprised by that.
Okay.
Very, very surprised, agreed, John. And obviously, it's a team decision. They had the coach interaction or coach meeting between ends and talked about things. So
Easy board.
maybe this is the delayed corner guard, still yet to be seen. So they're hoping to get this one off the center line and then throw the corner on the next. But no, from a scoreboard perspective, it's time to put some rocks in play. And the way to do that would be ignoring the opposition stone right now and putting up a corner guard. There we go.
Just a tight 3 here, Miles. Even a 2.
Yeah, so I
must
again,
have been the delayed corner guard. Yeah.
Yeah, and I understand a little bit of the logic in the delayed corner guard, but you're down 3 and there's only 3 ends to go, and it's the 8th end. You need to score 2 here. I just think I would have been throwing corner guards with both of Miles' stones here.
2.
Agreed. Yeah. So that might be a good conversation for Karen or Craig or the team just to have after this event and to go, okay, what were the 3 options here? And did we make the option that gave us the highest percentage chance at scoring 2? Because that's really what needs to happen in 8.
Really nice
scoring
shot,
1
Miles.
or blanking is not okay, and obviously a steal's not okay. So yeah, and I think based on the scoreboard here, you see Team Fenton putting a second rock in the rings here. This makes some sense, not to be putting up any guards when you're leading by 3. So not a whole lot of questions here. Kind of more from an academic perspective. This all matches the scoreboard
Perfect line right here. Just here. Just right here. No double, no double.
So a second rock in the rings for Team Fenton, and we'll see what Team Reed decides to do here. They are going to try and hit and roll behind that corner guard.
Control. You got this.
Key here for Preston Ballard is you got to keep this blue one in the rings.
Flipped it out.
Yeah.
Well, it's coming
This
out,
one
coming
rolls out, then Team Fenton will have the opportunity to peel the corner. So.
Whoa, whoa!
No question. Wonderful shot.
Sorry. Nice shot.
Nice shot, Preston.
Yeah, good shot there from Preston Ballard. It does roll to second shot.
Yeah, can do that.
And I
think the nice thing here
will be
is,
able to see enough of it. Sorry, Will.
You can just.
No worries.
Can I pick it? Yeah, you just throw
The
it.
nice thing is, no matter what team
we don't have to
Team
stick.
Fenton does
Yeah,
here,
something they freeze on.
Team Reed should be able to use their corner guard on this next rock. So that's really good news for Team Reed with 5 rocks to go here in this end. They should have an opportunity in a moment.
Yep. Clean.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Very nice there from Chris Parkinson.
Here, Preston.
I think we heard him say 16 there, so that's the hog-to-hog time,
like
that
All there.
Team Reed is asking
Line's
Mr. Ballard here to throw.
Yeah. Back 8, back 12, all there. No.
Sounds like he threw a 15.
Mike dig and slow down here.
Dig. Dig.
Sit down.
Hit a house.
Might be in.
Need this to stick.
Nice, Preston.
Okay.
And it will stop just in time.
They're like half in.
So at this stage in the end, John, if
and they're gonna sit too, right?
if you peel that corner guard, you're not conceding to, but you are potentially the percentages of giving up 2 are reasonably high if you just go after the corner guard. So I see why there might be a conversation here at this stage in the game.
You can play like a board.
Yeah, I mean, I would certainly be chasing the one in the house or drawing in front of it. I mean, it's in the back 12, so you can come around the corner guard yourself.
Do you think that? Yeah, if you
can
like
pick
that.
it too, right?
Huh?
We can pick it too, right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. He likes the peel. No run. Just peel.
Okay.
So
you
Coach
like
likes the
price?
peel, John, and the scoreboard probably likes the peel too, particularly with 3 rocks to come after this. Alex and Matthew, Alex and Adam, sorry, will both have a chance to make a double, even if Team Reed is able to be successful with this with their next shot. So, so I think this one's just more based on the scoreboard being up 3.
So they make the peel and
split.
lose their own red rock.
What do you think's better?
Yeah. Me too.
Okay, let's play that. Okay. I got it. Still really keen here.
Line's good.
Ooh, that's hot. That's hot. Easy.
Line's good.
That's hot.
Wait only,
That's
all
really
you guys.
hot. Easy.
Just want to come back a little bit. No double.
Sweepers seem to like it.
Whoa.
Easy. Easy.
Coming. Like to my broom. Level with my broom. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
And so Neil Amata will make the draw in a perfect spot here. Not really an easy double for Team Fenton.
You can play it, but
Probably half.
It's like about half. Do you want a double?
Well, why don't we play out turn?
And then if you get it thick and you just do that.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do
Okay.
that. I like that.
Well thought out here, just playing the turn in
Yeah.
a weight that allows them to make
Just
the double
half.
or the hit and roll.
Yeah, again for Alex Duncan-Wu, I think you'd love to stick around here.
Whoa, whoa,
Bingo.
whoa. Yep, yep. Hard.
Does he have the double? Yes, he does. What a shot from Alex Duncan-Wu. Throws that big weight so well and gets rid of both blues. What a shot.
Nice shot.
I had the opportunity. Oh, we're going to see that one again.
Felt good.
Sorry, Will, you had the opportunity.
T-line.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I thought we were going to see that one again, but we had the opportunity to see these two, Alex and Matt and Adam in that up in barrier at the mixed doubles Canada Winter Games qualifier, where there was a lot of big weight shots thrown and a lot of ones just like that. And you're right, John. There is quite an upweight ability from Mr. Duncan.
Not too shabby.
So we'll take another look at it here. You can see, doesn't look that heavy out of the hand, but once it gets into the house, it's cooking. Chris Parkinson with a nice little through the legs move as well for extra style points. And that
I'll give a nod to those Curl BC stones too. They're nice and lively.
Yeah, no question about it.
Good board. Just clean. Easy board. Chris, just clean. Chris. Chris. Chris.
So nice shot there from Adam Fenton. And it looks like we may be heading for another blank here.
Yeah, good patience from Coach Brad, I'd say there a little bit with his interaction. It wasn't a long interaction, but it was enough to say peel, and it paid off there with a nice double from Alex.
A little less.
Control down. Clean. Yep.
Whoa, whoa.
So another open hit here for Thomas Reed.
Whoa. Want to roll.
Clean.
Hard roll, Miles, hard roll.
Nice shot.
And he will make it. So again, for Adam Fenton, another situation where you'd love to stick around and potentially force Thomas into nosing a blank attempt and settling for one.
You got it. Easy board. Just easy board. Whoa, Matt. Clean.
Yep.
Clean.
Little roll.
And no trouble there for the skip from the Royal City Curling Club in New West. And so Thomas Reed will once again be chasing the blank here.
Get rid of it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, this is the straight side.
Oh, I gotta sneeze.
Gosh, Neil.
Sorry. Hey,
He
I
did
said
say
I
he had to
sneeze.
sneeze.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Oh. I was like, uh-oh. Right about as he's about to slide, too.
Thomas Reed again showing that exceptional ability to reset and refocus after that Neil Amata sneeze. So here we go, final stone.
Yep. Yep. Hard.
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 Hard. I gotta roll hard. We're good. Hard.
Roll out, hard.
And will they get it out? Oh! That is a brutal spin back into the rings.
Yep.
Neil should have saved a sneeze to try and get that one out of the house, but in any case, it will unfortunately be a force for Team Reed. Team Fenton will take a 2-point lead in the hammer into end number 9. When we come back, you're watching the U21 men's final. Welcome back inside the Duncan Curling Club.
Tight.
3.
This U21 men's final. John Cullen and Will Sutton here with you, and Will, just another unfortunate shot there for
guys.
Thomas Reed.
2, 1,
Played
1,
the
1.
entire end for a blank and got one of the more unfortunate spins that I've seen in some time, and ends up settling for the single. We're going to take another look at that spin here as you talk about it. Go ahead.
Yeah, a little distraction for him before he threw it, and got himself reset, and a little unlucky with the way that one spun in on him there, and unfortunately, yeah, it ends up being a force to 1 for Team Reed, and the pressure's going to be on them to
running, boys. It's running.
Put a couple guards up here in the 9th end.
We're pretty good.
It's
it should be top
just
4.
Starting to curl
Yeah,
off
certainly for
its
Team
own.
Reed, we've seen them
Just
play
going
pretty
back.
defensively so far. I think that strategy has to go out the
Back
window
4.
here, as you pretty much have to steal your way out of this game. You probably need a steal in 9, a steal in 10, and a steal in
good,
the extra to win this.
Come to it.
So they're gonna have to
Okay.
they're gonna have to change their ways
guard
here and
again.
get a little bit more aggressive.
I
And
like
I
the
guess, Will, if
freeze.
you're Team Fenton, you'd just love to score here. Any score is probably good. Obviously, you'd love more than 1, but even 1 here is fine.
If you're ever high, let's.
Yeah, exactly. 1 here is okay, and it's really
Tolerance is
about still honing in on that draw weight. I think if you're Team Fenton, and that one there was pretty close, but that does come a little deep. So Team Reed will have an opportunity now, John, to play the freeze actually, and put a little pressure on Team Fenton here, even though they're up 2.
Little down.
Line's good, line's good.
5.
Can always be down.
6.
Right on top, guys, no deeper.
Really close.
Room, lot of room.
6.
We got lots of room.
Oh, coming down now.
Coming down now. Yep. Hard, guys, hard. Dig. Curl. Get it over. Go. Hard nail. Hard.
Nice shot, Miles.
Shot.
Nice shot there from Miles.
If you
It
be
was
a little bit on the
in
side of the rock.
a nice straight line there, and ahead of the tee line. So
I think
good
same
pair
ice,
there from
or maybe it just.
the younger of the Reed brothers.
Oh yeah, let's give it right there.
I got last.
Right.
I got last.
Just fully.
So Matthew Fenton
fully.
will look to follow
Full
Miles
8.
down here.
Gotta go back.
Where?
We gotta go.
No, weight's pretty good.
Just clean.
Weight's pretty good.
Clean. It looks all there, boys.
No, weight's perfect.
No bump.
Sorry.
Okay.
And just a little heavy there from Matthew Fenton, so a chance now for Preston Ballard to freeze on top of those two Reds as we again take a look at the stats here. And it does continue to be good team totals, but that gap between Adam Fenton and Thomas Reed, I think, will mostly telling the story of this game. Adam curling a smooth 90% and Thomas Reed at 71.
Really good. Oh.
Okay, we got a lot of room.
Back 8.
Yeah, it's been a great game from both teams, but definitely the clear difference there in the numbers is the skip total, and overall from both teams. Though I just say it's draw weight. Both teams have had good draw weight and had moments of moments where it could have been better, but overall for the hits, I think so far we've seen Team Fenton just a little bit have the upper hand on that takeout ability and hit and stick ability throughout this game.
Whoa.
So nice shot there from Preston Ballard, and Chris Parkinson will look to peel this center guard and makes no mistake. So the Blue Rocks for Team Reed in a good position, but it is still Team Fenton lying 2, so they're not going to feel too bothered by peeling those front stones.
Good patience here from Team Reed. Just going to replace the corner guard for now and try to put it in a line with that rock on the center line.
Yeah. Top 12. Top 12. Hopefully it'll curl over. There it goes.
You get it here?
Line only.
Where? Higher the better. Higher the better.
Get it over.
Gotta leave it high. Gotta leave it high. I think you can get here.
Yeah, we're
stay here.
Just 3.
We're good.
Good.
Nice shot, Preston.
And a nice guard there from Preston Ballard.
I think the thing is, you don't want to hit, you could just hit it right here.
Like nose it almost?
Your shooter should roll there.
I just don't think, Will, that you need to drive this into the pile here.
I'm gonna take a look.
You're trying to square this one out.
It's interesting based on the scoreboard. Just appeal looks like the easiest thing to do, but I think it's smart here to go down and take a look.
I just never want to run it.
No,
even have an interaction
one,
if
well, yeah, I was thinking just
if desired.
And then
straight peel. I mean,
well, yeah, at some point Reed is going to have to make a play on those two Blues, so I don't think you need to make that play for them.
Exactly, and even if there is an angle where it works out perfect right now, there's probably 2 or 3 where it doesn't, and those are the ones I'd be worried about.
I guess you could do that. This one's the one that's the killer.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he's going to hit this hard anyways, and both the Reds would go anyways, right? So we might as well run this one into there.
Yeah, just clear, like it's a peel, but catch it onto the
just a hair high, right?
Yeah, hair high. And if you rip it by, it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine, yeah.
Right? Chris, this might be a little hot, so.
Just a hair high. You want to catch it onto the left one. That's better.
So they have elected to run it into the pile here, and we'll see if they can hit that perfect angle.
I expect this to be thrown pretty hard.
And this looks like it might be a straight peel here.
That'll work just fine, I think. And as you were kind of alluding to, John, that might have been the call actually, if you took a look at that one again and had a conversation about it for a few minutes. But but no big deal. There was also lots of merit to both calls.
Okay. We got this, boys.
See our officials there, game umpire there stretching. Just gonna give a shout out to our chief umpire Phil McKenzie and deputy chief umpire Dave Shorthill, and all the game umpires and timers from Zone 6 there on Vancouver Island, and particularly the ones from the Duncan Curling Club who are timing throughout this week, and really appreciate everything everyone did to make the field of play a success there at the Duncan Curling Club. Nice shot.
Yeah, another good guard from Neil
I don't know, it
Amata.
doesn't look good. The thing is, we don't want to leave a guard. Like, if you're gonna run it in, I want your shooter to be like way off to the side. Like, if we leave it there, if you jam, then they could be like lying really good. This one's probably not going.
With 3 rocks still to come after this one, John.
You want to try what I was trying to do?
What do you think about your initial point there on the last one, that the problem stone right now is the guard, not really anything in the house? What's your thoughts there?
Like I don't want to.
That's a bit higher.
I know what you mean.
Well, we'll hear what they say, and then I'll weigh in.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you hit it right into. I think if we hit it right into the crotch. I mean, this one will drag over, so it might even miss that.
Which turn are you thinking?
Really get everything going. Yeah. Intern. Even if we hit it something there.
You want to throw an intern?
Okay, I can throw an out turn if you want.
It's whatever you want.
Well, I mean, you could go out turn a hair low, then we might get a little bit more off here, right?
Do you like the?
So yeah, I mean, I think the problem rock is the blue rock in the house on those 2 reds. I do think that it probably gets both of those reds at least going, if not out, if you're Team Reed. However, they still have to make a play on it, and if they don't hit it perfectly, or it doesn't actually, the angles aren't actually as good as it looks like for Team Reed, I'd be tempted to just straight peel here, but I think this is fine as well, as long as you get both the blues moving.
Yeah, I was a big fan of the peel myself too. I like you say, they're going to have to make a play there, and there was still 3 of your own rocks to come with that upweight ability of Team Fenton. I think it was smart there to make sure of the peel.
Yeah, and I also didn't mind. I didn't actually mind Alex Duncan Woo's original thought of just coming in and jiggling the angles a little bit too. I mean, again, I know you're up 2 with hammer, so you don't necessarily want to bring more stones into the house in the middle.
Exactly.
But if you felt like you had to make a play in the house, then I'd almost prefer that to the run. I mean, the thing with playing the run is if you were ever to hit it just a little low and jam on that blue, you could potentially lose both your reds, leave them sitting 3 blues in and around the 4-foot, and leave a guard there. So
you got it, yeah. It continues to say peel the guard, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Oh,
hard.
So they're going to try it from the other turn this time.
Hard.
Yikes.
Hard, Chris, hard, Chris, hard.
And that's not a bad result there for Alex Duncan Woo.
You probably threw the guard here.
That's definitely the rock that you wanted to hit if you're going to hit a majority of one or the other.
Right.
It does still leave Team Reed in a good spot.
Yeah, if you're Team Reed now, you've got a center guard and your shot rock. So I'm not sure that was the call. Were they playing that on the last one, John?
I think they were still trying to hit in the crotch. I think they felt like I think they felt like if they could hit, if they hit the blues in the crotch, they could get rid of all the stones in the 4-foot, or at least both of the blues.
Yeah,
so I think that was that was what they were trying. But they did say that if they wanted to hit one or the other, you wanted to hit the one on the one they did hit. You wanted to hit first.
Full 8 for second shot. Okay. We're gonna sit like. No, we like half buried.
And if we're ever high, that's good too.
Half bury the blue, and then we'll be half buried under the center as well.
Okay.
So we saw that draw weight ability of Thomas Reed in yesterday's semifinal, and
5 for split. Yeah. You can go a little less ice. Weight's good. Weight's fine.
Top 12, top 8. Really close.
Okay, you got room. Lots of room.
Okay, line only.
Miles' rock all day.
Top 8.
Close curling now.
Curl.
Top 8, gotta be top 8.
So first stone here for Thomas Reed, already lying 1 and looking to make it 2
Hard
here
Wells.
without the hammer.
Hard now, buddy. Yep.
And that's a lovely shot.
Nice shot. Not too bad.
Little deep.
I think he got by the guard by a little more than he'd like, but like you say, John, very nice shot.
Because we do have a hair angle, so we're gonna roll.
Half. Half of that one. I like that.
So the half rock double is what Chris likes, and
I think that's
the bad news about the half
really
rock double
wanna
is it
just
leaves a center guard,
I
and I
think
think
so.
that's why Adam is looking at, can I run that center guard back
I
and
think if you're throwing, those
sort
ones are
of
dead
blow
frozen,
everything
right?
up, but
if you're throwing,
but
if
probably
you're
the
throwing
easier
a
of the two
7
shots, I
and
think,
it's
John,
clear,
is that half
that
rock
one will
double,
move a little bit.
Okay,
assuming it's there.
Yeah, I feel like that.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, it certainly seems to be there from this angle.
And I mean, the only downside is this leaves a center guard and a chance for Team Reed to put a little pressure on, but under the circumstances, this looks like a great call.
You got it.
So big shot here for Adam Fenton, has not been under pressure too much this game.
Yep. Yes.
Needs to find a double. Chris Parkinson trying to get this by the center guard. They get it by. Will that blue move far enough?
Will not.
It
And
will
the center
not.
guard is there.
Got him.
Just go under.
Yeah, unfortunate for Adam. I think he hit that
Right,
pretty
yeah.
much as
Right to the top floor.
well as he could have with that
Yeah, I
weight,
took
and it
here
just
and it
didn't
got-
move that blue far enough.
Here.
Pretty good. Just had to ease
So
on
this
the
is a great chance here for Team Reed.
You can give me a little more, actually. Yep. Okay. Just a hair less than my last on ice. And then pretty much the same weight. You guys can drag it.
Yeah.
What did you split?
I got a 38.
driving is much.
438.
Yeah.
The same way.
Same way. 4-4.
So last rock here for
Here,
Thomas
Dad.
Reed, and number 9.
Top 8, top
Chance
4.
to draw
top
around
4,
the center
lots of
guard
room,
and
lots of room.
really put some pressure on Adam
Coming
Fenton.
down. Top 4. Yeah, T,
Nothing
T,
yet
T.
here from Amada
Back,
and
back
Reed.
4.
Gotta be about T, guys.
We're gonna have to bury here.
Come on, sit.
Never above T. Can we bear?
Miles, you gotta
Sit.
go. Miles, you
No,
gotta
no,
go.
no.
No? Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
And just a little bit heavy from Thomas Reed, and I think with how high that guard is, Adam should be able to get this with
Just kind of draw.
back line or hack or heavy draw.
I think getting one is perfect. here.
Absolutely. There's some options to score more than one, but scoreboard might just say to play a softer weight shot for that, score that one. Hey, John, but bit of a catch
what
there
I'd be
for you if
doing.
you ever did play the double.
Just back 4.
Yeah, I'd be playing for 1 here all day.
I got a 15-4, yeah. 15-4.
15-4 is the shot for 1, is what it sounds like from
It's just the draw.
for
I
Team
like
Fenton
there.
here.
I like where you had it.
So yeah, sounds like Adam just wants to play a heavy draw here. You don't have to move that blue stone very far. And yeah, as you said, Will, the double is probably there, but
You got it.
it's certainly risky if you ever tick the guard or flash it. You're giving up 2. This way, your worst case scenario is you're probably only
can go a
giving up
little
a
bit.
steal of 1. So
Line. Whoa.
final stone here for
Whoa,
Adam Fenton.
You gotta go! You gotta go!
Looking for
Really
1.
gotta
He's
go.
got to move this blue stone a little bit in
We're
order to
gonna
get
feel
it.
Switch.
Will they move the blue far enough? They will not. So Team Reed with a very strong ninth end, and they end up with a steal of 1, but Adam Fenton will have the hammer and a 1-point lead in the 10th. When we come back, you're watching Curl BC TV. Well, it's been a
little down,
hair tight,
tightly contested affair here. Not
really
a lot
tight.
of offense from either team,
fast.
and we now find ourselves in a 10th end where Team Fenton, who's been in the lead from the start of the game, is up 1 with the hammer.
You don't want too high, not too high.
And Will, what's the key here for Team Reed in trying to generate a steal here in the 10th end?
Wow.
You know, for Team Reed, it's about rock placement, and they're off to a good start there. So with the center guards, but yeah, it's all about rock placement here in this 10th end, and not leaving any easy doubles for Team Fenton, who leading with hammer is going to be trying to open things up via the tick shot and double peels in the
back
feature.
line, clean, hard,
back line.
Hard, Chris.
So Team Fenton catching a bit of a break here in that Miles' Reed Stone was not touching the center line, so they were able to tick it. But unfortunately,
you can always tick in U21 actually.
Oh,
John.
in U21. Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. That's only a trial for the Scotties and the Briar because it leads to the Worlds.
Gotcha.
In
okay.
those categories. Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. So just unfortunate then for Matthew Fenton, a little heavy on the tick attempt, so Miles Reed will be able to throw a second center guard.
Line's good.
More. 3, 2. Little down. 3, 3, 3.
Just 3. Make sure we're here, though.
2, 2, 2. Gotta
Can't
bring
hurt
it
it. Yep. Hard. Right here.
Amada and Ballard trying to drag this one close to the rings.
Good. Yeah, that's close enough.
Nice shot.
Pretty nice shot there
Nice
from
pair.
Miles Reed, yeah.
Nice shots, Miles.
Obviously, in a perfect world, those are in a straight line. But in the 10th end, when the pressure's on, I think you can relate, John, to getting some separation between those two rocks, and that's the main goal.
15-5.
For sure, yeah. Yeah, I think as a lead, you're always nervous in the later ends when it's tight, that's for sure. And it's also
On its own right now.
it's throwing that guard just over the hog line. That's always a sort of an unnatural one to throw. You don't have too many points in a game where you're trying to throw it just over the hog line, and of course the worst case scenario is you hog it, and that's a disaster if you need to generate a steal in 10. So Miles getting that one out of the way first, and then making that guard second is pretty good. And this is a dream start here, really, for Team Reed, as both Fenton Rocks are in the corner and they've got 2 guards up.
Four, 5.
Line's
5,
good.
6. What do you think? Yeah. 5, 4.
Yep.
Top 8.
Yep. Hard. Hard.
Hard, Miles.
Hard, guys. You got it. Hard. Go. Hard. Never stop. Hard. Get a biter. Hard. Far as it goes. Go.
Right in, right in.
Nice shot.
Okay, that's good.
Nice shot.
Yeah,
Good sweep,
nice
guys.
shot from
Really
Preston
nice.
Ballard and a great sweep from Neil and Miles.
Air high.
And I believe we will now see the peel train here for Team Fenton. And as you said, Will, with those guards not being in a straight line, there is a potential to get all 3 blues here for Chris Parkinson.
Whoa. Hard. Whoa.
I must say, when Team Reed chooses to draw, they sure show their draw weight ability.
And that's a great shot from Chris Parkinson,
very
getting rid of
nice.
both blues and rolling off the center line.
Guard back.
So huge shot there. And yes, you're exactly right, Will.
2.5. 2.
They've been dialed into that draw weight, and they were yesterday too. They played a similar strategy against Team Blazer, quite defensive, and then towards the end of the game when they had to draw more, they were actually more than up to the task and ended up getting that key steal in 10 to beat Team
tight.
Blazer. So yeah, maybe
Makes
something
for
they'll
exciting
look
games.
at. Yeah, it makes for
line.
good ending, and maybe something they'll look at
Moving line
before
fast.
the U21 Nationals and say, hey, you know, wait a minute, we play a pretty strong draw game. Maybe we could handle having some more rocks in play a little earlier on.
No question, yeah, especially with that 5 rock rule that gives you the choice to do that with and without hammer.
I think it's fully open.
You want to hand roll under?
Huh?
They're talking about hitting and rolling under, John, but it would almost be another guard for your opposition if you were to roll
we ever
under
hit
those
roll
2
under?
guards,
Yeah, that's okay.
in my opinion.
Yeah, I would not be hitting and rolling under here.
Yeah, we can peel.
Peeling the guards is also just fine. I don't mind either,
Yeah.
but I think if you're hitting the one in the house,
Yeah.
if you're hitting the one in the house, you're rolling away for sure,
right
or
there.
even just, you know, you could even pick it out
Okay.
if you wanted to, but
Yeah.
leaving it in the 12-foot as a catcher would be more ideal. Exactly what you said, Will. That rock's too high. If you hit and roll under those corner guards, then it gives Team Reed a chance to draw around it. So
Hard.
certainly don't mind the peel here, though, and Chris Parkinson's shown he can throw them.
Roll it.
And
Yes,
no
he can.
mistake
Lovely
made
shot.
there. Yeah, 2 great double peels from Chris there. And things looking pretty good if you're Team Fenton, that's for sure.
Guys, we still got this.
Neil Amata
Got 2
doing a little
here.
cheerleading for his team after
Probably just right in the middle,
your
2.
opposition makes a couple. He's good at that, even from the hack, John.
Yeah, it's a good skill to have, you know. I think especially at this
Way tight.
U21
really tight.
level where you're just kind of trying to figure out exactly how you're
Okay,
going
line's
to
good,
be
line's
as a
good.
curler, and you know you
Still a
do
little
miss a
tight,
little
though.
bit more when you're this age and still working your way into becoming a more consistent
Over
player.
and off,
And so
over
to
and
have
off.
someone in your team that's a
curling.
consistent cheerleader, no matter what you're doing, is a very valuable asset. And certainly over the last couple days, we've seen that from Neil.
Yeah, and obviously here he is a great curler too. But yeah, really well said, John. That's a great way of describing Mr. Amata.
Hard.
Roll it.
Roll it.
And so Alex Duncan Wu will make the peel, and it continues to be Team Reed lying the one.
A little more.
Still hair tight.
Oh, felt like a 3-4.
Hold then. Hold then.
Oh, that's a disaster. Whoa, line's really good.
So Miles Reed indicating it might be a little
Sit.
bit heavy here.
Sit.
Sit down.
You definitely don't want to
Sit.
set up a double.
Okay.
Okay, it's not too bad.
And I
You're
think
in a
that's
line.
good
That's the good
enough.
news.
You just
Yeah.
threw
Yeah.
it.
Run it
But
in,
you're right, there could be a little double and roll away
Uh,
here. It's a little too tight, but good
Like,
effort, good effort.
This much space.
Yeah, the key here is the
Yeah.
roll away. You just never want to get in a
You're probably gonna
situation where
roll
you
to, like,
nose here. So a straight peel is just fine. So that's, you just don't want to chase the double too hard.
Hard.
Looks like they thought that might be a little tight.
Whoa!
Will they have it the other way?
Roll the red.
They will, but they leave that guard, unfortunately.
Nice throw.
Get around here. So let's do it. Yeah.
Nice chance here for nice shot from Alex, but nice chance for Team Reed to put this one in the. Really, it's about separating them on this one, I think, isn't it, John? Probably more than just getting behind the guard.
I was gonna say, do you ever like throwing one more guard here?
It gives them the chance to bury that, but I think honestly that would help us. If I throw a guard here, I don't think he's drawing.
I don't think so either.
They're gonna peel again, but I'm gonna have to. If I just throw a guard, they're just gonna take it off, and then I throw the shot anyway. So might as well throw it now.
Well,
get the speed. You can call interaction as well. We got oodles of time.
I think you should call interaction.
So they're going to talk this over with Karen Lapine. It seemed like maybe they wanted to think about throwing another center guard here. I don't mind that either, but
Oh, that's not a bad call. Yeah, I like that.
They brought attention that the guard might be.
I agree with Thomas. I don't think they're drawing if you throw a center guard.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm going to have to play on it. If I throw a guard, they just peel it, and then I have to draw it anyway. So, okay, let's do it. Do you like my ice here, Karen?
By drawing here, John, and let's say you put this one on the maybe the back 8 foot, would you expect Team Fenton to peel then, or would they ever be enticed to draw? Do you think?
Throwing the guard, or
no, drawing?
Okay. I think it would be up to them, but if I was them, I would likely be peeling in that scenario, especially if it's back 8. Then you know you're going to have a draw to the 4 foot for the win if you do that. Just depends on what you like. If you're Team Fenton, you could try to follow it down.
Yeah, this is a nice call. Trying to make it on your first and put it behind the guard here.
Clean. It's rattling.
6. Back 4. Back 8. Yeah, no.
Oh no.
Just hanging on in the back.
Back 12.
Well, you don't want that.
Oh no.
And this is sailing. You just need this to stick in the rings if you're Team Reed.
Well, you
and
still
it will, but that is pretty far back. So, yeah, I think for Team Fenton, the choice is pretty obvious here. You just rip that guard, and Team Reed will just probably choose to lie 2 somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, they're talking about drawing here.
Bury it under the guard.
Find that a little surprising.
He has to make a pressure shot, right?
Interesting.
Yeah. Right on the S.
So knowing that he was going to be facing 2 on his last, Adam is choosing to draw now. My concern with this call is that red rock, that's the guard, can really restrict your scoring area potentially. So if you peel the red one now, or even split it, I guess you could split it in the rings, you're actually going to open up your scoring area. Whereas this rock here, if you put it in the wrong spot behind the tee line, or you throw a guard, your scoring area is going to get very small for your last rock. So interesting call here. Not saying it's wrong, but was expecting to see a peel, John.
Yeah, certainly me too.
Curl.
Can go a little bit.
Curl.
So Chris Parkinson trying to bring this one over. And that is in a pretty good spot.
Really good draw weight there from Adam. If he does need to throw a draw in a moment for whatever reason,
that's pretty good.
I think he'll show he's prepared. He's shown he's prepared to.
I don't think that's happening. Good luck. That's a pretty tight guard.
I mean, it's whatever you like more. I mean, if you get to there, with this ice, you can curl it, cut it hard at the end, and get to there. That's really good.
On this ice?
I mean, you could even throw back 8 and just bump this and get a little nudge inside. I just knock it back to bite the 12.
It's whatever you feel like. Whatever you.
I just threw the draw.
Yeah. So.
Definitely, we can carve it to get it to here.
Yeah, we can carve it to
what
there.
What do we need?
That's
We need
really
like
good.
a good piece of the 4.
You can see Coach Karen nodding in the background. They've already used their interaction, so She can't help them here, but
I like that.
it's that subconscious.
Even if we show half a
yes,
rock, it's
yes, do
still
that.
tough, right?
Definitely no gimme. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I think we take a little bit more. I took here last time, right?
Let's give it a try.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought too. As soon as the Fenton rock came to rest, you can absolutely bury this one around that red, and that just will, if they do, will go back to exactly what you said, Will, that now all of a sudden if Thomas Reed makes this perfect, if you're Adam Fenton, your scoring area is significantly shrunk. You pretty much have to hit the button for the win. So
makes sense.
And it's just wonderful to see that all the competitors this week got to play on ice like this, where a rock in the rings can be a guard, and really providing, best way to describe it is championship ice conditions for all these competitors here. So thanks to everyone that was a part of that.
So last rock here for Thomas Reed, needs to make a draw to the back forefoot to keep his championship hopes alive.
Down. Down.
So out of the hand, Neil Amata thinking it might be a little light. You don't want to kill this early.
Close. Make sure you're there. You gotta go, wait, gotta go, wait. Hard, Neil. Hard, gotta be full four, hard.
Will it get there?
Hard. Girl, hard.
Will they be able to get it there? I think it's there, but will it be buried? It will not. So just that little bit light. I think the line was pretty good, Will, but just that little bit light from Thomas Reed, and now Adam Fenton just has to make this one go away, and it's all over.
Yeah, great attempt from Team Reed. Good communication, and yeah, just didn't quite make it, but nicely done, and well played game. Well played game to them.
You got it.
So the U21 BC Men's Championship is on the line here. Adam Fenton just playing a board weight hit for the win.
Clean, Chris.
And never in doubt. So the first BC U21 title for Adam Fenton and the team from Royal City and Comox Valley Curling Clubs. It got a little bit hairy at the end, but they held on for the victory, and they are your 2023 U21 BC Men's Champions.
Good game, Adam. Play nice. Awesome.
Not sure who's hugging who here, but we will take a quick break, and then when we come back, we will hear from the winning skip, Adam Fenton. And we are back here in Duncan, BC. John Cullen and Will Sutton with you. And Will, a very impressive win for Team Fenton, the 2023 BC U21 Men's Champions. And it sounds like we have Adam. I was going to have Will weigh in, but we have our championship winning skip here, Adam Fenton. And Adam, congratulations. How does it feel, your first U21 championship?
Oh, it feels amazing. The boys are absolutely buzzing, but we played a really good game. We came so close last year, and finish it off with a W at in the Sunday feels really good.
Congratulations, Adam. It's been a lot of fun to watch you all week and all season. Not your first time winning a BC championship. So what do you do next? How does Team Fenton go from here to the U21 Nationals?
I think, we just got to keep on putting the reps in, just practicing, fine-tuning. I thought the boys played great. Like, they made it really easy on me, especially the whole week, but especially in this game. I was making just the frees or just the open draws, open hits, and that just attests to our great play all week. And the team read, they had a really good, solid week as well. So.
Yeah, no, you guys played fantastic. And talk to me a little bit about that 10th end, Adam. It got a little bit hairy there. You decided on your first one you could have maybe peeled. You elected to draw. What was sort of the reasoning behind that decision?
What we were thinking, if I make a good draw, like we were just tying right on the S. If you throw it deep, that's the worst thing. But I was feeling good in the draw weight. Throw one on your first, and then if he makes a good shot, he gets shot. Hell, I have the same shot on my neck, so that's it. It was just trying to throw the same shot twice, but I felt pretty dialed in.
Yeah, and you certainly were. You put it in the perfect spot. Again, congratulations on the championship. Go enjoy it with your team. Great job.
Thank you so much, John. Thanks, Will.
Congrats.
So we get a look there at Adam Fenton, the 2023 BC Men's U21 champion, and we'll take a look at the trophy presentation here before we say goodbye.
Yeah, what a great week, John, and the whole team there with Fuji now and Brad in the picture. Congratulations to them, and congratulations to both teams who are going to be going off to the U21 National Championships this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Adam Fenton, Alex Duncan-Wu, Chris Parkinson, Matthew Fenton, coaches Fuji Mickey and Brad Fenton. Fantastic job for everyone here. I'm John. I've been here with Will. Thanks for tuning in. We will be back here at 2 p.m. local time for the ladies final. It will be Emily Bowles up against Holly Haffley. Hopefully you'll join us for that one. Take care.